What's good, Facebook? Just out here meditating in my backyard. Just a quick thought. It's funny how the truth could just start coming to you and you just sit down for a little bit and keep silent. But if God is our Father, which is the plus sign, the masculine force, if God is our Father, why are we even talking about fathers without introducing the concept of mother? Couldn't it just remain father? Couldn't it just remain God and be non-gender specific? But why would you get gender specific without keeping both genders in mind? If God is my father, then does that mean the earth is my mother? In Hebrew and in Greek, so the Old New Testament, both words for this spirit is a feminine word. In English, we don't have these type of distinctions because our language is a bunch of bullcrap that was literally made by Europeans less than 500 years ago, 600 years ago. It's been refining as a language today, but it's I think it's the only language on earth that doesn't have gender specific languages. In Spanish, there's gender specific. In Hebrew, gender specific. You got the O, you got the A. You got the plus, you got the minus. We say God is our Father. Where's that's deity in plus sign? Where's deity in negative sign, which is the unseen? Where's deity in the darkness? The womb is unseen. The womb is unseen. When the baby's born, you can't see that. Yeah, you see it happening, but you don't see the forces at work, which is the forces that bind and make everything together. What makes atoms stick together? That unseen force, that's mama. The night, that's mom. You don't just have day and night. You don't just have day, you have day and night. Yo, man, that's what I'm talking about. This here is Egyptian Ankh. Ankh. It means the root. An anchor on a ship, we get the word anchor from this word Ankh because the Ankh is the root, the foundation, the tethering cord. Christ in the story said you build your house on a rock. It's something that stands and doesn't stick. The top of this right here is a female vagina. It's symbolic, representing the womb of life. The longer part is the male penis. You got the masculine and the feminine. When they come together, they make the child. And you are the child. You are the child. And it's an anchor because it's a promise that never fails. Why is it that it sounds kind of, we'll just say it, why is it after a civilization of homosexuality, this changes? I don't care about the sexuality. I'm not talking about that. That's not the point. Whatever. That's not the topic of this conversation. The topic of the conversation is before Greco-Roman society, which was a xenophobic society. Xenophobia means a fear of the feminine. They were a homosexual society. Xenophobia. After they get on the scene, this becomes two dicks. You got the dick on the bottom and the dick on the top. Why would Christ die on that? Why would he die on two dicks? Two fucking cocks, without explaining, without even acknowledging that something's wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. And if what I sounds crazy, if what I'm saying sounds crazy to you, that only means your consciousness is not operating at a certain level. Okay, just look at Solomon's temple. Those two pillars. There's two pillars on side of Solomon's temple. Look, I got my little notepad out, so I'm gonna draw it really quickly. But all I'm doing is telling you what you believe, whether you know it or not. Just like if you still believe, the terms and ideologies that we learned in after slavery, after we got out of slaves, the white man came in and got us right away. Put the clock on your mind, got you and snatch you back into slavery mentally. Because you still worship a white man on the throne across the galaxy where you don't even realize it. In your mind, you think you worshiping God, but you worshiping European principles and domination in the way that they take over the world, because your whole tethering to God, your whole commitment starts off with fear and hell. That's the first thing. The first thing when you get in the door, before we talk about heaven, we got to talk about hell, because everybody's going to hell by default. All right? Look at the world. Everybody guilty until proven innocent. That's bullshit. You are guilty. Period. You're not innocent. You're guilty. Let me draw this real quick before I mess around and lose my thoughts. Okay. See here, we got Solomon's Temple. Unless you see this. Everybody knows Solomon's Temple. Solomon. And in front of his temple, he has 2 pillars. 2 pillars in the front of his temple. Everybody know these pillars. Go look it up. Go look in the Old Testament. These 2 pillars have names. They're called Jacinth and Boaz. And these right here, people, are 2 penises. All I'm asking is what's going on. It's not up to debate. This is facts. It's not up to debate. Does it mean that? That's not the question. Are these 2 dicks? These are 2 fucking cocks, and God didn't talk about it. There's no chapter in Sunday school that talks about what the symbolism is. So the question isn't, is it facts? The question is, what does it mean? That's what I'm asking. What does it mean? Womb. Before Christianity and white man, you got the womb, you got the penis. Got the vagina, the womb. After Christianity, 2 cocks. Why? Why, goddammit? Why?